From the beautiful minds behind Hitman, Power Washing Simulator. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 109 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is TheRealPortz, and EvilSpaceBunny's here.
Hi, I'm here.
Yo.
How are you?
Yeah. Good.
Good.
I guess. Yeah. When people's tone goes really high, you know they're telling the truth.
Okay, Morty.
This is just Seinfeld from the last episode.
Oh, no. We are not bringing back Seinfeld. What's up with that?
People are gonna think we recorded these back to back. We did not.
We didn't. It was a week since we've talked.
Yes.
A whole week.
It's a short week. I have 2 days extra off. Friday, Thursday and Friday. So I'm excited about that. Although work has just been being a motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
An extra motherfucker.
As work does.
So I'd like it to end. The next 2 days need to be over. It needs to be podcast day coming out right now. So when the audience hears me, I'm great. I am fantastic. Thanks for asking. What's going on with you?
I'm good. I'm doing really good. Work is a little chaotic for me as well. I will be working Thanksgiving and the day after, but I work from home, so it's not as horrible, and I get to leave early on Thanksgiving or whenever I basically want. So
leave early? Did you just like walk out the front door and then come back in? You're like, whew, what a long day.
I'm going up to a friend's house for Thanksgiving, so they adopted me into their family. So I did a bunch of baking, and they're getting food from me, so I get to eat food. It's nice.
Nice.
I know. Are you guys doing anything for Thanksgiving, since this will be out on Thanksgiving?
We are going to Fabian's family's at the coast.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I guess the coast means a specific area, or am I thinking of something else? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to encode it, you know, so I don't get murdered or DDoSed or however that works.
Yeah.
I've heard people stalk content creators and stuff, you know. I've heard that you stalk people, so I don't know. I don't know who to trust.
Oh, are you threatening me with stalking, or
no? I'm not threatening you with stalking.
Are you accusing me of stalking?
Yes, I am accusing. Although you told me about it just before this, so I'm pretty sure it's not accusatory. It's just saying what you said back.
It was just a matter of fact. Because of the implication.
As a matter of fact, I played a new video game this week.
What did you play?
It Takes Two.
It takes two, baby.
To tango, I guess.
Oh, I was thinking of another song, but there's a bunch of songs with It Takes Two.
Is there?
Yeah.
I'm not a cultural man.
No, you just listen to Josh Corbin or whatever his fucking
Josh Corbin, Rascal Flatts.
Dave Matthews.
Give them to me. You know what I'm saying?
Dave Matthews.
Whatever the band name is that sings Black Betty. Yeah, songs like that.
How was Take Two with Miss Fabian?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
That game is incredible. We played for 10 hours.
Whoa!
Straight.
You guys fucking streamed that entire time? I kind of wandered off after a bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry.
3 whole people. It was a very fun time.
That's all that matters.
It's a great game. And, you know, when I was a kid, well, I guess not that young, but when Lego games were a bigger thing,
yeah,
just coming out, let's say, they were split down the middle, right? Like,
yeah.
It wasn't till like the Clone Wars one or whatever where it like split them dynamically.
Mm-hmm.
But so this game spends most of the game split down the middle. And I used to hate that when the Lego games came out. I was like, God, you're just ruining my half of the screen. So I wanted to play by myself. This game, since it's centered around co-op, because it's true with a Lego game, all right? It just is. Like, fuck playing with other people when you're a kid. They just slow you down. How do you die in a Lego game? I don't understand. So this game, splits it down the middle, but it's designed for co-op. So using your thinky brain. So when we needed to communicate with each other, it was a lot easier knowing what she was looking at. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so she's like trying to describe something or pointing to something. Like I can just look to my left on my own screen and be like, "Yep, there it is." Even though she was on her computer, I'm on my computer. It still splits it, which is cool. I think that's not a design decision that most developers would have landed on.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart. I thought it was really cool because, like you said, it just makes it easier to communicate and not having to do stuff. Like, even in I'm trying to think of, like, the last co-op game that I played that's sort of similar with puzzles was probably Portal 2. And it had a marking system, but it was still also very difficult. And also, killing your partner was probably the best in that. So you guys killing each other was adorable.
We got into some epic snowball fights.
Ah, shit, I missed the epic snowball fights.
There are so many things you missed. Like, I can't even explain how many fucking things happened in this game. There are so many different areas. There's genre blending stuff.
Ooh.
Like, there was one section, and you don't get to decide who does what. So the game just predetermines this character does that, and this one does that.
Right.
So in almost every section, I had to be the one flying. Actually, I think in every situation where we're both in the same vehicle, I had to fly, which is awful because they inverted the controls.
Oh, God.
Well, at least the up and down. Yeah, it was, oh, my God, it was awful. And so there was one section where I had to fly through this tunnel, weave in and out of stalactites or stalagmites, whichever the hanging from the top ones are. And I had to avoid all that. And then somebody jumps on our fucking plane, and then someone has to deal with it. I'm the one flying the plane, so her character gets out on top of it, and then it turns into a fighting game sequence on top of the plane. And it splits the screen, horizontally instead, so I can look up at her thing while I'm flying down below. It was amazing. Like, it was a full-on fighting game. I'm pretty sure there were combos and blocks and shit. Like,
holy shit,
it was great. She did it first try. It was epic.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I think this is our second favorite game we've ever played together.
Oh, that's really cute.
And maybe my favorite co-op game, other than, Grounded. Yeah, it's pretty hard to beat. I think I've played Portal 2. This blows that shit out of the fucking water. Yeah, I think this is my favorite co-op game.
Wow. Okay.
Other than Grounded. Yeah.
I will definitely have to check it out at some point. I do have it. I just need I need a dummy to
just coerce somebody. Just a warm body,
I need a warm body to
give a homeless guy $20 or something.
Be like, hey man, do you want to hold my hand in a video game?
What are you doing for the next 12 hours?
Did you guys actually beat it though?
No, we're gonna beat it this coming Saturday.
Gotcha.
And then pick some other game to play.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
We're gonna start co-op in most Saturdays probably.
Okay, that's cute. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're obligated to do something else once a week besides this podcast, sucker.
Yeah, along with my Dota obligations and my Group Iron Man obligations.
Start filming all that. Just put it.
Everybody wants a piece of Portz.
Everybody wants a piece of Portz. Yikes. Let's cut you up like a pizza, I guess. Then divide you up.
Pizza Portz.
Pizza Portz. It's a pizza Portz. Okay, so. Whoa.
You sounded like Chris Pratt there.
Did I? Did I channel my inner Chris?
It's a joke about him not having an Italian accent. Okay, because he got cast as Mario. All right. We're moving. Keep it moving. Take a move.
What else did
you play? Sing like a beamer and float like a butterfly. I don't know. What's that Cars quote?
I don't know. I've never seen Cars.
Oh. Well, don't. If you want to hear Owen Wilson go ka-chow, it's a good movie.
I'd rather him say wow.
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 I'm a fucking car.
I'm a fucking car. Oh, that would have been perfect, honestly.
Actually, speaking of, there was a Owen Wilson revelation on on our streams this weekend where we were talking about Owen Wilson, and Fabian was like, "That's the guy with the crooked nose." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah,
I never noticed he had a crooked. I had no idea. I didn't.
How did you not know?
I just didn't. I don't see people that way. Okay. I see everyone with a straight nose.
Jesus Christ.
I see past people's flaws.
I see past people's noses. I mean, he has he broke his nose a long time ago and he never got it fixed. But I think he's still a very handsome man, especially with his, like, him and Loki. What a
I bet if it started whistling, he would probably get it fixed.
Could you imagine a nose just constantly whistling? Wow! And then insert whistling noise because I can't whistle.
I can't either.
Oh, good. This is the non-whistling podcast now.
I can. I just don't want to do it into my microphone.
Oh, that's nice of you.
It doesn't. Yes, whistling into a microphone just does not sound good.
Yeah, I don't think it would. Anyway,
yeah, video games.
Take two.
What? Oh, actually, I also played Pillars of Eternity. I'm so damn near. I'm a bee's dick away from the end of that game.
A bee's dick. Damn. Okay.
And I'm excited. I'm gonna pump all the side content first and not beat it.
Just milk it for everything that it's worth. Perfect.
It's such a good game. I got fucking blitzed on Sunday and played that game for like 10 hours. It was freaking wonderful.
It sounds like a great magical adventure.
I just can't tell you. It's just, it doesn't form into words the experience that game is for me. There was a section, this is 50 hours into the game, 53 or something like that, where you land at this pirate fortress and you need to talk to this captain guy, but he's all locked up and you didn't expect him to be locked up. So you start asking around. You're like, hey, how do I talk to this captain guy? And people are like, hey, he loves to party. I don't know. That's all I know about him. I'm like, okay, we're going to throw an epic party. Someone tips us off that there's special Captain Booze hidden somewhere that we have to go stealth mission to steal, which, I mean, there is stealth, but it's never been used in a mission structure like this. Like, usually it's to tiptoe your way around a dungeon till you see the outline, like where you need to go and stuff, and then you're forced into combat. This whole mission, you could stealth your way around, which was cool. So we grab the booze, we sneak back down, we go to the party, we're like, here's the booze. They're like, oh, we also need stew. So you're going to have to go past the dungeon into the kitchen. The layout of this dungeon, or this keep, is crazy. Because, like, how is the kitchen past the dungeon anyway? We go down there. I fail at stealth, have to murder like 30 people. It's worth it. I need to talk to the captain. So we go back upstairs. We start a raging party. He plays his piano for like 4 seconds. Apparently an epic song. They built him up this whole time. They're like, he loves to play that thing. You just watch him. You watch him. So I was all excited to get this party going. He comes out. He plays 4 notes, and then it fades to black, and then comes back, and I'm like, wasn't that amazing? And I was like, God damn it. Because the mission was so cool. And then up to that point, it was like, oh, well, all right. But still, the mission structure was, it was a lot different. 53 fucking hours in. It was very cool.
That is cool. I like it when they change it up every once in a while and surprise you with like a little treasure treat. Yeah,
it's awesome. I don't know if this mission was a side thing. Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, very, very good game. That's it. That's the end of my story. I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
My hairstylist today, her boyfriend plays RuneScape. That's another thing I know.
Oh, shit.
Because she was pressing me, all right? You know, you ever get those pushy people who are like, hey, talk to me. Speak words to me. I'm bored as fuck and I'm at work. Talk to me. I'm like, okay. I was like...
Play video games?
I play RuneScape. It's really obscure. It's very old. It's called RuneScape. And she's like, oh, my boyfriend plays that. I was like, fucking what? It was wild. So,
That's
Whoever you are, whatever her name was, his boyfriend. God bless you.
good job at playing RuneScape. Nobody else will.
Just you and me, guy, holding down the fort.
You guys got this. Don't worry. Don't fucking worry. Okay. I now I really want to try Take Two. You guys had a lot of fun with that.
You should.
I will.
Very good.
One day. Someday. Who knows?
Pick your most annoying person you know that you could still stand to spend a bunch of time with, other than me. Because I've already played it.
Okay. Maybe.
Like a lot of personality, but that you might fight around with. You know what I'm saying?
That I want to throw off a cliff every once in a while and smash.
Sometimes. But then also you're like, hey, they're good, you know?
They're okay. Okay, maybe I'll stop smashing their fucking faces in, etc. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, is that all you played?
Yeah.
The two?
It's all I played, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
I want to say I played more. I tried a little more Halo.
Oh, okay. No.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll probably give it more of a chance because I know a couple of people playing it, and you know how it is. People like invite you over and over, and then you're like, all right, sure. That's literally how my entire Dota career has gone. I'm like, nah, I quit, and then people are like, hey, Dota.
They've
I'm
roped
like,
you into
no.
7,000 hours of being like, nah, I
Yes.
quit.
I'm not joking. It's a symbiotic thing where we do it to each other. Where like one person falls out of it, and then you pull them back in, and then they do the same to you. It's
That's
a
fucked up.
disgusting ritual
That's
that
fucked
Dota
up.
players do.
That's fucked
Yes.
up.
I agree.
You guys are fucked up.
Yes. I need help.
We need help. We need therapy.
Like, what has gone so wrong in our lives that we do this? I want to sit down with a therapist. She's gonna be like, you know, you're not really playing Dota to play Dota. You know this. Yeah. What am I doing it for? You miss your father. It's true, Doc. I don't even want to play Lone Druid anymore.
I would pay money to see you cry over Lone Druid. Like, actually.
I'm going to play this recording for the therapist, and she'll be like, why did you record your friends saying that? Because I needed proof. I would have believed you, Portz. Why do you insist by going by that moniker in here? Also, it was like a lovely British lady and turned into like Michael Caine or something.
You fucking losing it. You're losing it. Anyway, okay. My turn. My fucking turn. We ready?
Top that, motherfucker.
I don't think I can after all that fucking shenanigans that we just put ourselves through. Okay, I played.
Oh! Can I talk about one more thing?
Absolutely.
It hit me like a truck because it's physically here in front of me.
Absolutely.
Eventually, I want to build my own keyboard. Not build my own,
Whoa.
but have one of those custom ones made.
Yeah.
And then
It's gonna be Dota things.
I ordered. God damn! How'd you know?
I just know.
You ruined the surprise.
I'm sorry.
But they look fucking incredible. I got one that's Manta style.
Mm-hmm.
I should have taken pictures of these beforehand. I'll try to send them later, but they're like 3D printed, but they're also coated in like some sort of metal. They're fucking sick.
Huh. You'll have to post them on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Do
I
it.
will do. They're very high quality, and I don't even have the keyboard yet. I haven't even picked one out.
Uh-huh.
I saw them because I was talking to my buddy who he's got like 10 of these, I think, the keyboards.
Jesus.
And I don't know. I guess after we were messaging about it, I started getting Google ads.
Oh,
One
no.
thing led to another.
Oh, no.
And then this like Etsy page or whatever
It's a slippery
showed up.
slope. It's a slippery slope.
One's Blink Dagger and one's Manta style.
Of course
they're
it
just
is.
fucking awesome.
Of course it is.
Oh, they're awesome.
You fucking
Anyway.
goddamn nerd.
I don't have the keyboard, but I have the key. I have 2 keys.
I have 2 keys, but only 1 key.
There was 1 left. Okay, that's how they get you. There was 1 left, so I had to buy it. I was forced.
Your arm was bent, and you were forced to buy it from this Etsy seller.
Yeah, I tripped and fell into my keyboard and bought it.
You tripped. You grabbed your fucking wallet along the way down, and magically this new keyboard key popped into your hand.
2 of them.
2 of them. I'm sorry, 2 of them.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead with your cool thing.
Thank you with my game time as we spent
your game time. Hey, at least I did it right in the beginning instead of waiting you go for 5 minutes.
Wait.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait. No, okay. So I played a couple of games this week. I played this game called Such Art.
Oh, also, no, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. I played this game called Such Art, and it is a art simulation game, and it is quite therapeutic and kind of fun.
Is it such art? Is it like, because that phrase makes me think such art, much wow.
Wow. Yeah, it kind of is, because it's you literally have full control of the paintbrushes and everything, and you can paint everything in the room. And you can also just like doodle and draw, and there's sculptures and stuff eventually. I haven't made it that far. And like furniture and all kinds of crazy shit. And instead of me painting things like you're supposed to and like being artsy and full things, nah, I'm drawing dicks and stuff and just having lots of stupid fun with it. And like everybody's like, oh, look at, I'm doing such cute little things and pretty little things and stuff like that. Nah, I'm selling pictures of dicks in this game and making money, and it's the stupidest fucking thing. But it's also great. Like I do like some of the other aspects, and it is actually quite well done, but in the style of like any simulation game, you could do the dumbest fucking shit, of course. So of course I fucking do. And I immediately started painting all of my walls and just having fun and just drawing all over the place. And it was quite good. But the funny thing is that you mentioned that Such Art and many wows. One in the trailer, they draw the dog. They draw the meme, so it was right on the fucking nose with that. I like that game a lot. It's quite therapeutic. It's not as good as Power Washing Simulator, but it scratches that itch for me. I played.
What itch is that?
I don't know. I don't know what to describe. I don't know how to describe it as, but there's something about Power Washing Simulator and like simulators like that, like House Flipper 2, that I don't know. It just, yeah. I want to get the lawn one too, where you're just mowing lawns. As dumb as it fucking is.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I like them. Yeah.
I'll have to try one, I guess.
Get Power Washing Simulator.
There's got to be a free one on Xbox Game Pass or some shit.
Probably. I'm sure you can find one.
Humble Bundle. How do I not own one? I subscribed to Humble Bundle for like a fucking year.
Well, Power Washing Simulator's not that old. Neither is the lawn one.
Sorry, mine go back really far. Surgeon Simulator, PC Building Simulator. Why the fuck do I have that one?
Yeah, Power
Rover
Washing
Mechanic Simulator. Is that even the same thing?
Power
That seems
Washing
like maybe
Simulator,
a real thing.
is, I think it is published by Humble Bundle, but it no, maybe it's not. It's published by somebody really weird that you wouldn't expect it from. And
Like Adult Swim.
No, I think it's Square Enix. And
What?
it came out in May. I want to say this
From
year.
the makers of Final Fantasy Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah, look, I think it is Square Enix. It was somebody really fucking weird. And also just like
From the beautiful minds behind Hitman. Power Washing Simulator.
But anyway, so I played that. I did finally play the newest version of Skyrim.
Which is just Skyrim.
Which is just Skyrim. There is a lot more content added. There's like new mobs and new little structures that I had never seen before that I've been to those areas. There was these fucking saints, and I double checked to make sure I didn't have any mods loaded twice. But there was these mobs, and they would fucking one-shot me at, like, level 10. Like, I'm fighting dragons, and I literally just murdered a dragon at this point with some assistance. But, I ran up to these guys, and I'm like, oh, they're cool. They got cool armor. I want it. And they started beating me up, and literally one ran up to me, and, like, I had almost full health, and he, like, one-shot me, and I'm like, what the actual fuck? So I kept fucking with him. Of course, I couldn't kill them. And then I ran like halfway across the map to Whiterun with these people fucking chasing me at one point.
Jesus.
They killed everyone. They killed like
what?
They were just murdering the fucking town. And I was like, oh, this is bad. So I restored
You're
a save.
responsible for that.
I was responsible, so I went back in time and I restored a previous save. So, and then I was like, yeah, we're not going to go fuck with those people, guys.
Do they have a purpose? Did you figure out what it is?
No, there's a quest that would trigger, but I was getting my shit pushed in so hard I couldn't figure it out.
Right. That makes sense.
Abso-fucking-lutely. The last game I played is a small indie game that is self-published by a guy named Izzard. And
Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie Izzard. It is called, or Ilzard? No, it's not Izzard. It's Ilzard or Ilzad. I don't know. Anyway, it's Nix Umbra, and it basically plays like Devil's Daggers, but hella fucking slow. And
what?
It's
that ruins the point.
Well, not quite. So you walk towards the dagger, and it's a sword, and it lights your way. And the only light you have at the beginning is this sword, and you hold it up, and it does like this light power, and it protects you from like the shit coming at you. There's like skulls, there's like fucking spiders, there's these little skeleton pixies that try to murder you, and it is probably one of the most intense, scary games that I've played recently. Like, okay, this is me when I play scary games. I don't have my headset fully up, and I'm not entirely immersed because I'm a big, dumb pussy baby. But this game, I literally wanted to hear everything because you had to in order to know what direction shit was coming from. So I had my headphones full fucking blast in my ears, the volume max for once, which I never do in a video game. And I was just pissing my fucking pants the entire time because there's just shit from every direction and you're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to get these gems, and it's fucking scary and shitty and fucking awesome at the same time. Also, it's only in black and white, so it makes it even harder to see stuff, and it's even creepier also at the same time.
Jesus Christ. What is this game called?
Nix Umbra, Nixumbre, or A-B-R-A, yeah. And so it's good. It's good. It reminds me of Devil's Daggers, but slowed down like 110%. And there's no run until you get these mushrooms, and then you're like on shrooms, and you're basically just going fast.
How the fuck did you find this game?
So, Twitter has been figured out my shit, and Twitter has me on lockdown, okay? Twitter knows me very well, and it knows I love small indie dev games. And this is one of them that popped up on my Twitter feed.
Steam picked up on it immediately.
And Steam...
similar to Devil's Daggers.
Yeah, and so immediately this game popped up on my feed, and it was coming out in like 3 weeks when I first saw this. So I made a note, and I bought it specifically on the day it came out. So it's only a couple of days old, and it is good. It is so much fun. It is hella crazy. I know I've barely scratched it. And I can't wait to play more of it and scream and piss my pee-pee pants crying. But yeah, it made me want to play Devil's Daggers also, which is bad because then I get super competitive about Devil's Daggers. Anyway, that's all I played. Are we ready to do the news?
I'm ready.
Okay.
My body is ready.
I think
My soul is willing.
Okay.
Tell us of the one you call Bobby.
We have to talk about this. There's literally no way around this. I didn't want to. I don't want to. I'm fucking so mad at Activision. And I'm also going to put a trigger warning on this because it just gets gross and ugly and worse and terrible. And it's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. The Wall Street Journal post is what we're going to discuss today. I know a lot of websites have been reporting on it. However, they didn't go into full detail about everything, and it is rough. It is really bad. And a few weeks ago, we did that fluff piece, I guess you could say, the feel good, the dawn of the new Activision that was happening. Bobby was making big moves and promises and fulfilling the demands of the better Activision Blizzard. And we both joked about how was he actually sorry. And now we know, no, he fucking wasn't. We know he was trying to save face because they had their big quarterly meeting for the shareholders, which they reported big losses on, and their stock started tanking that day. Around that time also, Fran Townsend, she was doing like fluff pieces. She was selling she was doing specific pieces and interviews with websites that had high paywalls. So a lot of these pieces didn't go out very far, or it was like not reported on a lot, but she did them to like Forbes, The Street, and so they were behind these big paywalls. And they were posting fluff pieces like, here's why it's a great time to invest into Activision Blizzard.
Do you remember the fucking that one chick from Parks and Rec who was running like Bobby Newport's campaign?
Yeah.
That's who I picture every time we're talking about this woman.
That's literally her. That's literally her because well, kind of, sort of. It gets worse. It gets so much worse. So, the Wall Street Journal did a news article last week that basically has turned Activision and everything of Activision and Blizzard on its head. Kristen Grind, Ben Fritz, and Sarah Needleman did some major digging into everything Activision and Bobby Kotick. And there was more allegations and more sexual harassment suits. Now, Bobby told the director specifically he wasn't made aware of any of these allegations, these misconducts, or he downplayed them. Now, there's been so many cases that have been brought up recently that were from like 2000s, the early 2000s, that have been smothered into oblivion with lawsuits and firings to the point where it's just fucking just the worst thing ever. On top of that, this article also has brought up 2 cases specifically. There's probably more. Bobby himself being accused of harassment and mistreatment both inside and outside of the company. Now, most of these instances have been settled outside of court. And one of the things that also was a big thing was they were settled really quick because they also pressured the victim. And not only that, if they were compensated, it was not reported to any of the shareholders. So they had no idea any of this shit was happening. Nobody did. That was the worst part of it. So one of the big cases was in 2006. One of his personal assistants complained that he had harassed her. And then after the fact, when she tried to deal with it, he started threatening her with voicemails to have her killed.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep. And then
voicemails we have? We have them?
So this one actually did settle outside of court, and part of the settlement from other places that I was reading, she was forced to delete it, or it was the evidence was eventually deleted, and he apologized for making such threats. But it gets worse.
Okay.
In 2007, he was sued by a flight attendant on a private jet that he co-owned. Now, to be fair, he didn't sexually harass her. The pilot did. So what did Bobby do when she brought it up to HR? He had her fired and then threatened her with, "I'm going to destroy you." Real good guy.
Eh?
Not to mention, there was recent cases, not with him, but him protecting people who have done such.
He's not the guy. He just loves
No, he
keeping
did.
his friends happy.
Well, he did sexually harass one victim that was confirmed in 2006.
I was gonna say, if there's nothing, that's crazy. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
is this guy like?
But
I don't know. That's wild.
so then there's the whole Dan Bunting issue. So Dan Bunting is the co-head of Activision's Treyarch studio. They do all the Call of Duty games and all that shit.
Well, some of them.
Some of them. Most of them, I think.
They rotate with Raven. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
you're
Every
right.
other year.
You're right. You're right. And he helped keep him on after he sexually harassed a coworker in 2017. The HR department actually tried to have him fired, but Bobby intervened and got him counseling and allowed him to remain at the company. After the Wall Street Journal post, Dan Bunting magically disappeared from the Activision roster. It's a fucking mystery what happened to him a few days ago. But I digress.
God damn.
So another thing that was brought up in this post that I didn't talk about because I thought she left on a good note. Apparently she didn't. So Jen O'Neill leaving Activision after 3 months of being co-president. So what happened was after J. Allen Brack, the president of Blizzard, stepped down at the beginning of the shit show, Jen O'Neill and Mike Ybarra were both appointed co-presidency. And after only 3 months, like I said, she wrote a lovely letter saying she was really hopeful and she was inspired by the passion of everyone, and the inspiration inspired her to step out and explore how she could do more for the video game industry. Here's what actually happened. After about a month into her co-presidency, she had allegedly wrote an email to a coworker saying how she had no hope from the company to make any of the changes that they want to implement. All those promises of higher minorities and better health for women and better pay for women. So she also brought up her own personal sexual harassment experiences at Activision and also being discriminated against for being Asian. Now, Jen was at Activision for almost 20 years, and 1 month of being in that spot literally crushed her to the point where there was no hope for the company, to the point where she basically quit.
Jesus Christ.
But do you want to hear the best part, Portz?
I would hit me with it.
Do you want to hear the best part?
Is it really the best part, or are you just gassing me up?
They were paying her less than her co-president, Mike Ybarra.
How much less?
I don't know, but less.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
It was probably a significant amount because she tried to fight for
I was gonna
pay
say, if
increases.
it's like 1,000 less, like
She tried to fight for pay increases. Now, Activision promises change to bring better, more equal opportunities to women and minority, and yet they're paying the minority woman that they put in charge less than her white male coworker. Also, 20 years of experience means nothing if you're a woman. And oh yeah, Mike Ybarra, as cool as he is and how much everybody likes him, like, he does seem like a genuine good guy. He's only been there since 2019 and he was making more money than her. It's it's literal proof that they won't change, no matter how much they fluff it up. And then it gets worse. So the exit letter that was like really nice and hopeful and talking about how she has hope and peace and blah, 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 she might not actually have written that. There's a huge speculation that Bobby might have written it. This gets fucking crazier. So the reason why people are speculating this is because he's written other letters during this whole thing. So the nasty...
Or other people?
Yeah. So
nice.
During the beginning, when Fran Townsend sent out that nasty fucking letter saying how this is like all inaccurate, this is all blown out of proportion, blah, 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 he wrote it. Not her. And then he basically made her sign it, saying that it was her. And then she had to deal with a massive backlash and people demanding for her to resign. Now, she's not the most perfect person, so, like, I don't feel entirely bad for her because she's a psychopath in other many areas if you check out her background. But it just proves that Bobby will just fucking put words into other people's mouths and then just throw them under the bus. Just literally throw them under the bus. So.
Jesus. Do you think that Bobby is a psychopath?
I do, actually. I think genuinely he is a socio-psychopath.
Has to be, right?
Has to be. Most CEOs usually are.
I know it's a high percentage, but it's, yeah.
I think genuinely he is an actual psychopath. So last year in 2020, when complaints started filing up, at least 30 women got together and wrote an email talking about their personal experiences of sexual harassment. This is the beginning of the lawsuits and the investigations and stuff like that. Bobby also was made aware of the email and did nothing with the information. And like I said before, the big reason that we're talking about this is because of the shareholders, and withholding this information from the shareholders is big no. So, but at the end of the day, it still is kind of fucked up. Now, apparently they can look over the rest of the company, what is specific teams, or as long as the people that are doing the sexual harassment or being a fucking just piece of garbage, they get fired or reprimanded in some way. The shareholders can look over that. But now that Bobby is one of those people who have been accused of sexually harassment, and there's proof and paperwork and money trailer.
Quick. It's already over. He's gone.
Oh, God, if only.
Oh.
If only. So they started demanding his resignation.
Who did?
The shareholders.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So they started demanding his resignation, especially since there was a new policy instated a few weeks ago. Remember how when we talked about the good news for Blizzard, they instated this zero tolerance policy that if there's proof of sexual harassment, you're out. No ifs, ands, or buts. However,
yeah.
However, Activision's leadership during a company meeting told employees that doesn't apply to Bobby. Oops.
What?
Oops, it doesn't apply to Bobby.
They said that?
Yes. In fact, a lot of them were in full support of him staying on and staying CEO. Of course, this outraged a lot of people. There is an article. Kotaku does a decent article about who's supporting Bobby. So if you want to go set fires or be a terrible other person and just fucking smash windows, you can. You could go find out who's supporting him.
That seems like maybe not the right move.
Don't do it. But yeah, Kotaku actually literally...
The backlog does not condone breaking windows unless they're your own.
Yeah, break your own fucking windows. But
buy them first.
Buy them first.
Toss a hundy at it and then break it.
What if you throw a hundies at the window until it broke? Is that possible?
Then you might...
You might be Bobby Kotick.
You might. Yeah, yeah, you might. Where'd you get all that money?
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Anyway. Another employee walkout was arranged, demanding that Bobby step down. And now I think it's over 1,200 people have signed a petition demanding that he sign down. But we'll see how that actually turns out, as they don't actually listen to their employees or give a shit about them. So, That's all the Wall Street Journal posts. But
Wow.
there's more. I don't know how much of you guys saw this, but Sony head Jim Ryan disclosed a request letter to his employees and saying that Sony had actually attempted to reach out to Activision and express deep concern about the article specifically. And they don't believe that the statements are being properly addressed in this situation. And it feels kind of like a threat against Activision.
Like, take their games off the store or something?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And Sony's sales from Activision is about 17%. Could you imagine if Call of Duty got pulled from PlayStation? Like the Call of Duty
That'd be
games?
wild.
It would be crazy.
I mean, other companies would like almost have to follow, otherwise they would look like bad. You know, like Microsoft would be like, "Yeah, us too."
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Phil Spencer, he at the very beginning he was very outspoken, and in fact he did like his own internal investigation into Xbox to make sure that the women felt safe. Like he had like a huge meeting and stuff, and he checked in with everybody.
Yeah, but so did Activision.
Well, theirs didn't go very well. Phil Spencer is a genuine good guy, and he checked into like his people. He's like,
It seems like it. Yeah.
this isn't happening, right? I will fucking kill you. But no, he said he was deeply disturbed and very troubled with what was happening, and this type of behavior has no place in our industry. And it was confirmed with several sites that they are re-evaluating their relationship with Activision Blizzard as well.
Damn.
Imagine if nobody sells Call of Duty except for the Activision Blizzard launcher.
That'd be a big hit.
It would be a huge hit. Like 17% for Sony alone. I don't know what it's like on the Xbox. They didn't report any numbers or anything like that. They weren't releasing any statements what their figures were, but it would still be huge.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, it would be kind of crazy to see that. Not to mention their stock has tanked royally. It's just been like on a nosedive constantly.
I fucking bet.
It's been a magical watch to watch that thing just like pew every few like days or so something happens. It like goes up a little bit and it's like, oh look, it's turning around. No.
Nope.
I think some sites were reporting since the beginning of the year it's lost 30% in value.
How do you stick with it at this point?
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know.
Like, if you own stock, how have you not dumped?
I think people are like, I don't want to lose my money. I bought it. Yeah, I don't know. So, we get to today, and more articles are coming out. But kind of interesting articles. In all of this, Bobby, it's recently come out that Bobby himself actually has considered stepping down if he cannot fix things quickly. And a lot of people are like, you're not going to be able to fix this quickly. You should probably just fucking step down. And
yeah,
I don't know what you think. I don't think there is any way to fucking instate a culture into a workplace that massive. Like, it's huge. Like, you would have to literally fire like more than half the staff to redo a whole culture within that community.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it starts at the top. We still got Bobby Conan. Get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
I don't know. I don't know. In my experience, like most of the garbage that went on in workplaces that I knew about, the owners had no idea. Like, not like this, but just like bad behavior toward the company.
Yeah.
They had no idea about that shit. I have never been privy to sexual harassment in the workplace. So I just can't wrap my head around a culture that supports it. I just don't know what that looks like.
Yeah.
From an employee perspective, you know?
I've been in a situation where I got in trouble and victim blamed for getting sexually harassed. And like at this job, we were allowed to dress very casually, and I wore jeans and a sweater every single day. And they still had the audacity to blame me. They're like, "Well, what were you wearing?" And I was like, "Are you
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
serious? I wear this sweater in jeans." But yeah, it's very fucking weird when they don't want to let somebody go because they think they're more valuable than the other people.
Yeah, that sucks.
Another one of the things that I didn't bring up that they talked about was a lot of people that got fired or let go. Internally, they were releasing emails saying about, "Oh, we're so sorry to see blah, blah, blah go. He did all this amazing work. He did all this other stuff." Meanwhile, the victims are having to read how they glorified somebody that they fired for sexual harassment.
Yeah.
It's fucked. It's royally fucked that they would do that. They should just quietly, well, not quietly, they should remove them immediately and not be like,
It's like, hey, they fucked up.
they fucked up.
That's how you change the culture. Be like, this is punishment for the bad thing. Don't do the bad thing.
Don't be a piece of shit. It's just that simple. Don't be a fucking weirdo and don't be a piece of shit. But with that also being said, I don't think that they can fix it like very easily or very quickly, as Bobby says. I think it will take time. I think they'll still have to weed out a lot of people.
Maybe the value of the company tanks so low, somebody buys it and changes the culture themselves.
I think that's what's going to happen. I genuinely think that, like, if it continues...
I mean, it's going to take many failed attempts because it's like,
Yeah, I think that is what would have to happen, is somebody would have to buy out Activision at this point because they are tanking.
At this point, that would take too much money.
Well, at this point, yeah.
Someone could do it, maybe, but
Well,
maybe eventually.
If anyone could do it, it would be Microsoft. Look at how much money they spent on Bethesda.
That's true.
But I don't think they will.
ZeniMax, yeah. Jesus
ZeniMax.
Christ.
Yeah, it was a ridiculous amount of money.
That was a lot. That's true.
But I don't think Phil Spencer wants to touch it with a 10-foot pole right now.
Also, they probably have not recovered from that sale yet.
No.
To be honest.
No, probably not.
This is a multi-year investment, I think.
I think so. It's going to be multi-game release investment. It probably when Fallout...
like Starfield. How far away is that shit?
I think it's probably when Fallout 5 comes out, they'll maybe start making their money back from buying.
Yeah.
No.
Depends on how they monetize the mods.
Hey, get them with those paid mods again. But you know how crazy it would be if both consoles stopped supporting Activision games? Like, I think Activision games mostly have been pulled from Steam because they have their own fucking shitty launcher, right? So they would only have their launcher to do their games, sell their games, advertise their games. Like, if it was no longer on consoles, they would lose a fucking good chunk of their change. Plus, on top of this, a ton of people that I know have deleted their Activision accounts. They deleted their Battle.net accounts after many years and such. Now, I'm going to go on my rant real quick that I've said many times. And a lot of people have come back at me and they're like, well, when you don't buy Activision games, you're only hurting the devs. Right. But also, you're giving the people who continue to support the fucking psychopaths at the top money.
Yeah, that is drinking water from a poisoned well.
Yeah, it's literally drinking water from a poisoned well. That's actually a great analogy. But I'll say it once. I've said it once. I've said it a million times. Stop supporting Activision. It is time to stop supporting companies like this. And it's time to actually... I know a lot of people are like, oh, I feel icky for playing these games still. Stop. Just I know it's hard. Trust me. I would love to play Diablo 2, but no. Oh, no. Never again. Like, I was hopeful for literally 2 weeks after that lovely article, and that was just bullshit and lies. And I can never trust this company again. I literally cannot trust this company again. It's a dead horse.
Yeah, I mean, companies are not really a trust situation for me, to be honest. You remember Cyberpunk?
Oh, Cyberpunk ruined it for us all. 76 ruined it for me, and now this definitely.
I know this is like way more serious consequences than just my video game I was excited about was bad.
Yeah, this is like, this goes above and beyond, and like just.
But companies don't really deserve trust ever, to be honest.
I guess you're right.
But you have no idea what's going on unless you're going to be as diligent as to like check in on them, which. It's real easy with Activision right now. All that shit's very public.
Luckily,
Jesus.
we have those 3 people from the Washington or the Wall Street Journal with that fucking insane amount of
the Washington Street Journal. It's a very little magazine.
Sorry, the Wall Street Journal.
On Washington Street.
I subscribed just so I can read that fucking article in full detail, and it was literally the probably one of the hardest reads I've done in a while. It was just so soul crushing and just utterly fucking depressing. And I was like, it's gonna be over soon, right? Because I would see the break at the bottom for other articles. No, there was more.
How do you feel about that shit being paywalled? I feel like that's a little bit problematic too. I mean,
I fucking hate the.
Come on, you fuckers.
Yeah, you fuckers. You know what you were fucking doing.
You get ads for this shit. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't make shit from ads.
Have a Patreon or something. Good God.
Support the Patreon.
No, Wall Street Journal Patreon. There's people making millions on that shit. Just fucking join.
Join. Just fucking support news. No. Anyway. But yeah, I didn't want to talk about it. I'm sorry. It's a very serious subject. However, there was no way to avoid it this week. It was literally just the newscast. You guys don't see it, but I have 2 pages of notes written about this whole fucking thing, and then another page of links to my fucking articles and where I pulled shit from. It was hard. It was rough.
Tune in next time to hear what Portz thinks of World of Warcraft when he plays it for the first time.
Shucks. This game is so grindy, it's the worst. It's nothing like this game.
Wow, this is bad. This is why you don't support Activision. I don't know about all the other stuff. But it's no old school RuneScape.
I go back to RuneScape. I did want to end on a lighter note, and I think we have enough time to squeeze this all in. Mm-hmm. Since that shit's all over, we need a fucking happy note. So I'm gonna end it with my boy, Jeff Keighley. My boy, fucking Jeff goddamn fucking Keighley. So, December 9th, live at Microsoft Theater, we'll host the Game Awards. And obviously Jeff Keighley is the host, as it's his fucking thing. He runs it, everything, etc.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's adorable. Do you think we'll have puppets this year? Again?
Oh, God. I prefer that to the Apex Legends Christmas.
Oh, God, that was pretty cringe. That was absolutely cringy.
It was awful.
It was pretty terrible.
It was terrible. I don't know.
Anyway, some of the highlights that I do want to bring up is Deathloop has been nominated 9 times. 2 of them in the same category for best performance of different voice actors.
Damn, I gotta fucking.
You gotta play that
more.
fucking game. That's why I'm bringing it up right now. 9
this is
times.
The most anxiety-inducing fucking time of the year, because the Giant Bomb Game of the Year podcasts will come out, and I will listen to 40 hours of video games and spoil all of it, because I didn't play any of it.
You fucking just right. See,
What even came out this year that was good? There wasn't enough. Deathloop sounds good.
There wasn't a whole lot, but I will say this: Devolver dominating the independent game category with 3 of the games that they've published this year alone.
They're trying too hard.
Whoa,
man.
how fucking dare you insult Devolver? They're a lovely, a beautiful company.
Did Hades come out this year?
No, Hades was last year, and Hades won a bunch last year, remember? But best independent, yeah, so they got best independent games, Death Door, Inscription, which I kind of actually want to play, even though it's a card game, and Loop Hero is another one of theirs. Also, Kina.
I saw a bunch of people complaining Returnal was not on the list.
Returnal is on one thing, I think.
Ah.
It's on Best Game Direction. It's been nominated, but also is Deathloop, and It Takes Two. It Takes Two is actually nominated for quite a few awards. I think it got Game of the Year, Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Multiplayer, and I think Best Family Game. That's right. Best Family Game as well for Take Two. And another thing I did want to bring out.
Oh, It Takes Two. Yeah.
It Takes Two.
I was like, wait, Take Two is getting a Family Game award. I see.
But another big category that I did see was Valheim is in indie games. And I kind of forgot they're so small, and they just kind of magically blew up with the success that Valheim is. But also,
maybe I should play that.
Yeah, I think you guys should check that out. I think you guys would like it. But another one that was in there that kind of surprised me was Forgotten City. You've played this.
Oh, yeah. I tweeted at Jeff Keighley and the developers, and I was like, yeah, you guys do it. And then Forgotten City liked it. And I was like, yeah. Social media.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Best debut indie game. So you played one indie game.
It was very good.
Yeah, you played. Did you beat that?
Yes.
Okay. How was the ending? Was it good? I don't remember.
The game is good.
Okay.
Worth playing.
Okay.
The ending is bad, but the game is worth playing.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the worst. You see it coming, I think. It's not awful. It's just nothing inspired, I don't think.
Yeah. Another big category that I liked that I thought was funny was most anticipated game for next year. So we got Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West.
I mean, Elden Ring has to win that, right?
Starfield.
I mean, come on.
Starfield.
I mean, I know Starfield, but Elden Ring. It's J.R.R. Martin or whatever his name is.
J.R.R. Martin.
What's his name? George R.R. Martin?
Yes.
J.R.R. Tolkien?
Yeah, you got like two fucking authors and you smash them together.
What's his fucking name? You gonna make me Google it? All right. You don't even know, do you? Do you know what it is?
George R.R. Martin.
That's what I said.
J.R.R. Martin.
That's what I said.
No, you said J.
J for George. Jorge R.R. Martin.
What is he, fucking Spanish? All of a sudden he's a short little white guy.
What he lacks for in height, he more than makes up for in width.
Look, just because he has 2 R's in the middle of his name, just like J.R.R. Tolkien and George R.R. Martin, doesn't mean they're all the same.
But it's a little ridiculous. Who has 2 R's? Why do they have 2 R's? It's suspicious.
It's sus. Maybe it's an author thing and they give themselves a pin name and they're like, I know what I'll do. I'll put 2 R's in the middle of my fucking name, even though I don't.
It's an homage. It's not ripping it off. It's an homage.
I don't actually have a middle name. Actually, so no, they do both have 2 middle names that are both R's. I think it's George Raymond Richard Martin, and I think John Ronald. John Ronald. Something ridiculous. It's some.
Is it ridiculous?
No, it's somewhere fucking English. It's an English, like, our
Oh.
middle name and his last name, obviously. Tolkien.
Dumb.
Dumb. I don't know. I think if anything, Bethesda has a small chance of winning that with Starfield, depending on how good it is. If it's shit, we'll see.
Yeah, but it's decided before it comes out, so it's based on hype only.
Yeah, it's based on hype only.
Yeah, which means it's gonna be Elden Ring.
I don't know.
It's gonna be.
Nah,
Elden Ring.
I don't think so.
Guaranteed.
Nah, we're gonna fight over this. I think we should do.
I will bet you $1,000.
Oh shit! I don't have $1,000. Can we bet 1,000 pennies?
I bet a 15-hour game you don't want to play.
Oh shit! Does that mean I get to give you a 4-hour indie game that you don't want to play?
You don't want to pick a 15-hour game?
I'll pick a fucking torturous game and you will play it for 4 hours.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay.
It's sealed.
It's sealed.
In stone.
In stone. Spit into your palm and put it against your fucking monitor right now. Do it.
What's the reach of this podcast? Because they're all going to vote the way you want them to. So I'm just weighing.
You're not gonna vote
you know.
for me.
You have sympathetic qualities.
What the fuck does that mean?
That means you're an asshole. Like
I'm a fucking asshole. Fuck you. Bitch.
You're an asshole to me, but in general, you're like, you do the right thing and all that shit. Anyway, the bet's on.
The bet's on.
If it's Elden Ring that wins most anticipated game, I make you play a game.
Okay.
And if it's Starfield, you make me play a game.
Oh, God, I'm so excited
that
for
can't
this.
be over 15 hours. Let's say that.
Okay, no more than 15 hours.
And we have to stream it.
Oh, God, yes.
Obviously.
Okay, obviously we have to stream.
Obviously.
That's going to be like 4 streams for me, but obviously.
Totally fine. I mean, if it's not 15 hours, it's like whatever. I don't have a game in mind, by the way. I'm just making something up. It could be way shorter. I have no idea.
I'm going to make
but
you...
the point is, you'll do it and you'll like it.
I'm trying to think of a game that you would fucking hate.
I mean, we have plenty of time to decide. When does this air? December 9th?
December 9th.
Okay, we'll find out.
Let's also... I want to come up with a bingo card for that.
Now we have to co-stream that shit. What?
Oh, my God.
December 9th at what time?
December 9th? I don't fucking Google.
Thursday, probably 6 my time, I imagine. Do you work
6?
that day? Get out early.
Get out early? God, okay. I will put in a request, be like, hey guys,
I have to go win a bet.
I have to go win a bet. I fucked up and I'll make up my hours somewhere else, please and thank you. I have to win a bet. I'm gonna get drunk on stream. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what they'll be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting drunk on Scream and screaming about video games and talking about how cute Jeff Keighley's face is and the puppets.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know.
It's the only way I'll get through everything. I just need Jeff Keighley's face. It's the only thing
Well, he'll be there to comfort you when you lose.
How fucking dare you? I'm not losing this. I think Starfield has a huge fucking following. It's fucking Bethesda, dude.
Starfield's too far out. Elden Ring is on the mind. The trailers are out. The game plays out. I got this in the bag.
I don't know. I think Starfield has a thing.
All right, we'll see.
Even though it's exactly almost 1 year away. 1 year. Okay, anyway, I think that's it for everything. We're just gonna end it there.
Goodbye.
Wait.
What? Sorry, do I forget
Don't
something?
forget to follow us on Twitch and Twitter at TheRealPortz and at EvilSpaceBunny and Ignore Backlog. And I love you. I'm sorry I had to talk shit about Bobby, but it needed to be done.
I don't think we ever have to be sorry about that again. There's pretty much proof. We're pretty good on that.
Validation.
My heart's,
Validation.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Anyway, thanks for listening, and thank you also. I didn't bring this up, and if he's still listening, thank you for telling me to keep up the good work. It was very nice of you. One of your chatters told me, he's like,
Pova.
yeah, he's like, hey, I've been listening.
Pova, baby.
He brought it up in the chat, and I'm like, I don't know you, but I love you.
He's the guy I've been playing Age of Empires with.
Oh,
by the way, so.
okay.
Shout out.
Shout out. Thank you. I appreciate that.
He's a great man in the Great North.
I needed that validation. It helped me a lot that day. But
That's cool.
yeah, thank you guys for
Please stop by and say things to us. I'm not gonna say it has to be
No.
nice. It helps.
You could say mean things.
But if you mean them,
yeah.
mean what you say and say what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. If you
You big fat meanie.
Okay, now we're ending. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks, Pova.